What is up, guys? Chewyslayer is back here today, guys, and today, guys, I want to talk about something. Now, if you guys watch PewdiePie, or if you don't, you know he talked about how he's been being forced to be positive when it comes to making his YouTube content. And he says that's the problem for him, and that's kind of the problem for a lot of YouTubers, is that they're forcing positivity in all of their videos. And I wanted to talk about it a little bit today. And I understand that people might take this the wrong way or might not agree with me, but the thing is, I'm making today's video just because I really feel like this is something that affects me as a person, and one thing I just really want to talk about on this channel. And I don't really truly think forced positivity is really truly a problem. Now, don't get me wrong, I feel like you should always try to be truthful with how you feel when it comes to playing a game, and always try to be expressive of yourself when playing a game, because to be honest, the entire YouTube experience for me, unless it's been an informative video, has always been an extension of who you are as a person. And that's why I feel like Let's Plays do so well on this site, is because a lot of times you're watching the Let's Play not for the game, but for the person behind the camera. And I think that's probably the most powerful thing when it comes to the site, is that we can enjoy people, we can laugh, we can cry, we can be angry, we can be frustrated. And that's truly what I think is probably the best thing about this site, is the organic nature of it. It's like we understand people are angry about certain topics or positive about others. And I do understand why PewdiePie feels that he's been forcing positivity, because he thinks that's what people want to see. Personally, I want to see who you are as a person. I want to be able to enjoy you when you're mad, you're frustrated, you're sad, you're happy, because that's who we are as people when it comes to being a person. We're more than positivity. We're more than what we say we are. And that's why I think YouTubers do so well on this site, is because we can be expressive of ourselves. And I think that's one thing I feel like PewdiePie's lost touch with, which I understand that he thinks it's because he's forcing positivity. The thing is, at the end of the day, positivity is always a good way to look at life. I feel like that's probably the best way to look at life. Whether it be playing a game that has really dumb mechanics, or is just silly, or is it just gory, I don't know. The thing is, you gotta be true to yourself when you make your content, and that's one thing I always want to keep doing, because like at the end of the day, I want this channel to be watched for who I am as a person, not because I make it on a certain video game or whatever. I know Lone Hawk talked about this quite a bit, because when it comes to a YouTube channel, it should be about the person and not the game they're playing, or not because they're always positive. It should always be about the organic nature and the person behind the camera, of who you are as a person. And I feel like that's the thing that PewdiePie has lost touch with. My friend Genshin talked about this a lot, because he was a big fan of PewdiePie. He really enjoyed his content. And I personally think PewdiePie's content is kind of not really me. But the thing is, just hearing that he's been forcing positivity and forcing himself to be happy just makes me feel like, why were you doing that to yourself? I understand you think you were getting more views because of it, but the thing is, I'd rather you be yourself. I'd rather you be honest to who you are as a person. And I think that's why Markiplier's been doing as well as he has been, because he's true. Now, I don't know if that's a true thing, because Markiplier has never personally talked about this so-called forced positivity, but the thing is, when you watch Markiplier, do you ever see him not like be sad or angry at a game? No, you see him be true to who he is as a person. He cries, for Pete's sakes. People talked about it, about him and his watching his fans make some videos, compilations of him. It's because he's organic. I feel like he is hands down my favorite YouTuber because of that fact. And that's why I wanted to be on this site, is because I want to show you who I can be as a person. I want to be able to grow and make myself a better person. And that's why I wanted to respond to this video, because of the fact is, I feel like that's what PewdiePie's problem is. It's not positivity. It's the fact he's not being himself. he's cutting up his videos in these compilations of like little highlights from him recording it. But the thing is, I want to see when you're not like enjoying the game. I want to see you truly experience the game, not always being happy or truly laughing at something that was not really that funny. I want to be able to experience you, and that's why I feel like YouTube is such a powerful platform for this. And that's why I think Markiplier is doing as well as he is, because he is expressive. He lets you know how he's feeling, and that's why I always want to try to do that with you. Now, I understand you can't really do that when it comes to informational videos like the ones I do on my channel to help make you a better player. But that's why I love doing Let's Plays, is because I am able to express who I am as a person and tell you how I'm feeling during the game. Now, personally as a person, sometimes I talk too much. I know that's kind of a mental tick for me, so I feel like I have to fill in every single like space in the air with my voice, because like I don't know what to say half the time. I always try to think about what I want to say, and sometimes I just have to fill that void. But let me conclude this video before it runs on too long and you lose what I'm trying to say in it. But basically, to sum it up, PewdiePie. All right, this is just straight to you, man. The problem is not that you force positivity. The problem is you force not being yourself. And I understand that's what you basically said in your video, and they just wanted to let you know it's because you're not organic as a person when it comes to filming your videos. I feel like you lose a lot of your subs. Now that's just me. And I would just like to also mention that I feel like one of the also things I feel like you're losing when it comes to being a YouTuber is actually connecting with your fans. Now, I don't know what he's been doing as of late, but I know like a lot of the content he did exclusively for his fans, he stopped. And I feel like at the end of the day, the most important thing is not the views. It's not the views, it's not the subs. It is specifically the people who watch you. Because that is a number at the end of the day. I don't know every single one of my subs. I don't know every single one of my viewers. You might be a viewer and you might not even be subscribed to me. It's at the end of the day, it's you. Yes, you, the guys listening to me rant and rave about this topic right now, that make this channel possible. And I feel like not being organic and truthful with you is probably the worst thing I could do as a person. And I feel like that's what PewdiePie's pretty much problem is at the end of the day. So I hope he does do more of this kind of content where he actually shows you what kind of person he truly is. That he actually shows you how great of a person he can be. And I hope that this video doesn't be taken as a personal attack. This is a criticism, to be perfectly honest. And I hope you guys will talk to me a little bit about it in the comments below, because at the end of the day, I would love to hear what you guys say. Because it's probably one of the best things I think about this platform is because we're able to talk to you guys. Now, I know I won't be able to respond to every comment, and not everyone might get a response from me, but I do try. I do try to always make sure I interact with you guys, because you are the most important thing to me. Whether you be a sub or whether you not be a sub. And I hope you guys always understand that I want to make content that's enjoyable for you and for me at the end of the day. And I hope to keep doing this for you guys. So remember, guys, to keep on chewing, and I'll keep on slaying. See all of you guys on the next video. Bye-bye.